All right, guys. Hey, we just jumped in with a little fallout. We're actually doing a reboot of the Capital Commonwealth mod list from Wabbajack. So we're going to see exactly what we got there. And then the very first thing that we have to do is we have to come in my first setting slot and we have to hit apply. And then we'll back out. And as you can see on the side here, everything is loading in still. Um, the reason why we had to do that is because if we don't, when we leave the vault, we will die. We will die from radiation poisoning. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, this was making sure we were getting some volume going. All right, so once you create your character, this is our character, Frank Brooks. And you can see the different style of, what do you call it, vault suit. Instead of the spandex, it's more of the Fallout 3 style and version. And then I think that's what we're going to really see here. We're going to see how stable this mod list is and see how far we can go. I'm really only going to just jump in here for about an hour, see how far we get, how stable it is, and see if it's something that we want to keep on taking a look at. So, first things first, once you create your character, you come on in here. We don't have a Pip-Boy or anything, so I can't really show you anything in particular yet about the character. But you can see our HUD is in the old Fallout 3 style HUD.
Come on! There has to be a release!
I'm going back to first person real quick here.
Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
This is our sweetie.
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back.
All right.
I promise.
Okay. Now, she is wearing spandex, while we are not. Interesting.
God. Why would Voltaire do this?
Okay. Even the screens look a little different. We were let out by a remote. Okay. This is the immersive containers mod that I added myself. Oh, look at that. Unfortunately, we won't be able to use that right now. Walking cane. Those are nice. Now, I don't know what we're going to find in here. As you can see, I'm very hesitant. Only because in some mod packs, there is something over there lurking, and we run into it. Okay. Well, we can leave it like that. We're gonna turn the music down just a little bit. I change it to survival? Yes. Okay. Another gun. Can't get that one. And come around here. Look, we get that gold plated and the wonder glue. Not complain about that. I do like the look. The interior, the change to the interior, how it looks and everything. It is a little jarring when you open these and it's a little out of focus. You know, old school, back in the day type thing. Gold watch, flexible wrench, empty toolbox.
Malfunction.
Nobody.
Emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative for service.
I always find it interesting if when you put monsters or obstacles before you get a weapon. At least if we are to knock Bethesda and some of the things that they do, one of the things that they do is, I'm going to call it smart gameplay. And what that is we need to get over there. Stuff that's moving around over there. We all know what it is, but oh, we just saw. Right there. Right there. Now we know. Is they're not going to present you with an obstacle or a fight that you're not prepared for. Again, it is cool to add in, you know, extra obstacles and things like that. But the one thing you want to do, and in most games, professional game designers will do, is they will prepare you for the fight first. Not saying they will make it so that you can win the fight, but they would make it so that you can at least be in the fight. So there's one mod list that I know, and then like I said, there's a guy who puts a see the first
Giant roaches? What the hell?
so the first monster that it puts you up against is they at least equipped you with a way of defeating the rat roach. Right? So your very first challenge, they give you a baton, right? Or whatever you want to call it, before they make you face it. And then and I'm saying all this just to say how it doesn't make sense to put that zombie in that room when all you have is your bare hands to fight it. Now, it would make sense if you were actually going to be capable of doing damage to it. But I've tried to fight it, and you do absolutely no damage, and then one hit from it pretty much knocks you out. So it's like, okay, So maybe it's there to make sure you don't linger in that room. Make sure you leave the room pretty quick. This is similar to a discussion we've had when talking around Starfield and Watchtower. You know, the inordinate amount of ships that spawn in either could be a mistake and caused by conflict of mods, or, you know, the game is saying to you, leave, get out now, and basically not giving you a choice, presenting you with overwhelming odds where you have to like say, okay, I gotta get out of here. Ooh, a 9-iron cigar. Alright, did it just kill that? I'm kinda hoping it killed it. Cigarettes. I'm getting fatigued before we even. Ooh. I don't know what a military folder does for us, but we're loose right now. There it is. Now, one thing we can do is we can see our carry weight right there. We know that survival has kicked in because we know that it is half our carry weight now. So now we got to be very selective. Very selective as we move the recipe. We also know that these are for show, added by an additional mod, where this one is affected, as it's vanilla, by the immersive containers mod. Don't understand examine. Oh, shoot. Ooh, we took some. Ooh, it got us there. God dang it. Can't use any of that stuff yet. Red. Uh-oh. Is there another one here? Not doing anything. So that guy's dead. So what are we? What else is in here? I mean, technically, ooh, what's this one? Oh, pack of cigarettes, a cigar, walking cane. We already picked one of those up. What? Okay. damage before. Okay. Used up all my AP on that stuff. Examine does absolutely nothing. And we're still under caution, which tells me we're about to have a very tough moment here. One stim pack. Good thing we found a few others. A laser pistol. What are these? Energy cells. It's like you got enough ammo.
Nice. Coming back later for you. Gotta keep moving.
I'm fatigued. I don't know why you telling me I gotta keep moving. Where'd that one come from? That totally took me by surprise. Whoa. Okay. See, and this is why I like bats. Things are moving really quick at you, and they're tiny. You can just use, and I just hit the B button trying to, hold on a second. I did it again. Hit the B button. I'm trying to heal myself with the use of water. It does help. So much of it. And hope we don't have to go pee some. Alright. One, I can't see anymore. No, there's more. Just can't see. There should be one right up over here somewhere. Nope. Can you see them? Last thing I want. Up. The sad part is they don't do you any good, really. You can't loot them for meat. What are we missing here? Why is there a chair there?
Criticals. Biogenic array.
anything right here. Whoa, 66 stim packs that we found in there. That's crazy. Alright. So weapons. See all the weapons we picked up along the way. Quite a few. Don't have many rounds for them. We have this Vault Tech light shield. Walking cane, 9 iron. So we have glasses. Don't know that we necessarily need them. Will give us 1 personality, so we'll take it. Now these blood packs, there's a ton of them. I like to put right there. Purified water. Quick save. We'll stick it over there. Super stim packs. Really? Oh, you know what? Okay. Put it over there. Okay. Miscellaneous. Now, one thing I like to do right off the bat. Infestation. We're gonna cut it in half instead of the 20. We're gonna go with 10. Now the reason I like the cheat terminal is because of, let's go back, personal storage. I am a loot hoarder. I hoard all kinds of loot. I use miscellaneous storage like you wouldn't believe, like it's a backpack. When I get over encumbered, first thing I do is stop, dump everything into miscellaneous storage, and then I break it back out when I get to my settlement. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't really do anything except change the time scale. Yeah, that's really it. Okay. All right.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
All the rest of the stuff goes around here.
Where is everyone?
Oh, hey, finally. A reactor.
Is this all that's left?
Oh, and look, survival box. Okay. No, we need. Pretty much just that. I don't know that we need that one. So let's do this. Probably need it as soon as we get outside. Which reminds me, what we'll need to do is quick save. Don't see. Here it is. Alright. So we'll put that there. And oh. I thought that was different. I thought that was something different. Okay. Zero repair kits. Get mass 12 mass condition 100. What? Repairing with duplicate mass will likely consume currently one mass. We're just gonna be done. Right, I never trust any of these things. Alright. Exit the bulb, and we'll be ready to put a gas mask
Enjoy your
on.
return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Alright, what I want is a settings menu. Because, yes, I would cheat. That looks awesome.
No way.
Spawn rate, default spawn rate. Now you're gonna see something in a minute. It's gonna okay. We want that. We'll pick that one. And we don't have much left. Block. That's it. Man, it's barren. Oh, we like that. Okay. Alright. Right off. Okay, 2 hot dogs. Well, we got like filter. Right away. Another filter. Use this. That's fine. Alright, let's get over here. This is the immersive container. We'll put all that stuff in the bulk boxes. All also puts it here. Yeah, hit right arm. Better. Right, we are carrying stuff. No am. And oops. I'm okay with that. Right now. This is us. Now, I don't like. There we go. Here we go. Alright, so our guy's gonna be Army, enlisted. We're gonna make him Sergeant First Class, E7. He was close combat assault. He was an expect. I think that's supposed to be expert marksman. And he was a ranger. We're gonna go medium combat deployments. We're gonna let that play in. But one of the things it did was we're no longer over encumbered because we are now level 15. I always had a problem with so-called an experienced player that has no experience starting out at level 1. That just was always stupid. So here we are. Okay, now I'm hesitant to go over that way. I'm going to go back. Reason being, oh, hold on. I don't know what game that was that failed to launch. This one is still going. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's quick save. And we need to find Christina. Who's Christina? No, I never trust anything. Because, like I said, with these mod lists, people like to throw some stuff in there that, like, really? Do we need that? Do we want it? And my take is always, okay, whatever. So, but the thing is, then you have to be prepared. And prepared to the face of a picking. Because this happened. Now, another thing about this, and then it's something that we're going to change real soon. Okay. Some of you may be completely fine, and some of you may even require, believe, yes, that should be a mechanic. I am not one that believes that your AP should drain while you're sneaking. At least not at the rate that it does. And the reason, my reasoning behind for that AP should not drain is because there are instances and there are mechanics in there that if you wanted to attack, but yet you're completely drained AP wise, then you could, and you would have to sit and wait for the AP to replenish. Well, you can't just sneak up on somebody, drain all your AP, and then sit and wait behind them without them like, huh? Is this something? And then wanting to look. So draining all your AP by the time you get to your mark in order to attack is kind of stupid. So I understand that if you want So if you want your AP to drain, it should drain at a much lower rate. Soldier. We need to figure out why we can't, why that doesn't do anything. Is there a mechanic like a, hunter of the Commonwealth mechanic where you need a knife on you in order to skin whatever? But we do have a knife. We just picked up a switchblade. So again, so you'll see me once this XP thing finishes. You'll see me go in and basically look. Now, here's another thing, real quick here, guys. Look here. You see that, and you see that, and then you see, and you see, and then you see. See how that keeps changing and clipping? That will bother me to know it. And what that tells me is we've added in, and I know people argue and will say, no, no. And I'm saying this. Give me the instructions if there's something additional that I need to make it not do that with the mods you put in your mod list. Do you see this? And then so if I were to come over here and keep walking, I'm in the air, right? But am I in the air or am I really on ground? And which ground is real? You see, there's trees. Now there's no trees. Now there's no trees. So for me, this mod list is off to a rough start. I like the wanting to change things, make it feel more Fallout 3-ish. What I'm not on board with is this. I'm not. And then I'm gonna show you. Now this is the second attempt at doing this mod list. There's this. Alright, so we're gonna come in here. There was just the thing on the floor. Oh, it's just vanishing. I can take that. Will that still be there? Yes, that will be there. Tin can. Nuka-world. Now, immersive containers will not impact this one at all. Well, it will not. But since it does impact vanilla, this mod cannot erase or take away the updated vanilla piece. Do you see that? So that cabinet was where the old house was supposed to be. So yeah, I did that. And then here's the old car. Right? So we're in probably the garage now. The suitcase is empty. So I understand that we want it to look and feel like the Fallout 3. I just don't know that this was necessary. This change here. And the change at what cost? Because there is a cost. There's always a cost. And the problem is, we're talking about a game that isn't the most stable game from the start. So now we're adding all this stuff in. And you can see as we're moving around, things are just appearing and disappearing, right? There's a wall. Now there's not a wall. Then there's a wall. There's not a wall. So I'm just not overly enthused or sold due to the cost of the changes. Because, like I said, there is a cost. There will be a cost. And one is the stability. Two is that constant things blinking in and out, blinking in and out, all over the place. Novice is too difficult. Alright, let's start with that. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm charming and dangerous. Combat, you do. Do I want to be a lady killer? Oh. With comprehension perk, you double the bonus from reading magazines and unique skill magazines. Now grant. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Alright. Wait, we want lead belly. Toughness. We don't use automatic weapons very much. We'll do that. You don't take kindly to strength keys or tools. Let's get our strong back going. Here and now. Here and now for meeting friends and additional experience level. Complete with all the advantages it brings. Hey! Honestly, don't know what just happened there, but okay. Hey. You do 50% damage with melee and unarmed weapons. Tag. Allows you to select a fourth skill to be a tag skill, which instantly raises it by 15 points. Yes, please. All right, you can see we picked guns to start, repair, and then survival. So for the next one will be lockdown. Check this out. Okay. What happened? Oh. Let's see what we got. Oops. What does it make me do? Oops. I think we can take this one all the way. Yep. Take this one. Oop. 50. We still have way more. So I think that big gun is way up. Okay. Okay. Do you see what it's not doing? It's not showing us anything. Let's get out of there. Let's do this again. Alright. Let's grab a light. Am I wearing light armor or no armor? Is there another shotgun surgeon? Definitely want toughness and stay back. Definitely want that. Weapon hand. Alright, so I'm just gonna see what. Oh. That's perk. You have higher chances for critical hit. Oh, okay. Fight the power. Where's my what's it? Intense training. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know what the. I do know what those are. So it's not here or here, right? Those 8 right there is for the, remember the thing that we saw, the very first thing, you know? So that's there. And so there needs to be, I don't know if this mod list included a patch that is required so that those points get spent and don't sit there like they are.
Nice.
A toothbrush, really. Normally you would know where all like that house right there, really. Alright, see these are added by log, so they're not going to be affected by it. By the immersive container. Like 0. Probably another one right in here. Okay, so now the AP loss, right, or how much each AP, it could be adjusted by, you know, your carry weight and your endurance and experience, and then possibly one of the mods there, not mods, but one of the skills to make it so that you're able to sneak better, say the sneak skill, then I'm okay with that being a mechanic as long as that is the case. How are we going to have any grilled red roach if we can't get red roach meat? So I assume I'm hungry. But again, if I can't, if that's not modified by, like I said, my overall carry weight, my sneak skill, and those things, then it's not a useful mechanic at all. So again, for me, it's not something I would want in my game. We already this way behind that. So right now, we're just going on empty. And you see, since these were modified by the immersive containers, they don't disappear. Neither do these.
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
Okay, so this is way different. Now, I'm not a fan of restoration projects. Um, again, because of the changes it makes, and that when I look over here and I see that, and then I'm like, why? Why mess up my game? What did it give you? Right? What do you gain from it? So that it makes it okay to mess up. Because that's just ridiculous. This is 100%. So if there is something that needs to be done to prevent that from happening, please, somebody in the comments, let me know what needs to be run. Because if there is something that can be run that prevents that, then I will recant everything I just said. You see what I'm saying? I will take back everything I said. That was a lot of gunfire. You see this? So we need to learn how. Hold on a second. Okay. I just thought of something. Didn't I just switch it? Okay. Yeah. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. And in truth, where I'm at is I don't really care for the change. Like I said, I like the desert, the desert look. I like, the overall, you know, feel to make it feel more like, um, really New Vegas. I just don't like the changes to the housing. I think he still could have accomplished everything without having to change the housing. And the main thing is, because I don't like losing the stability. I don't like the way the ground is, like I said, is acting for us. I don't like any of it. See that right there? That's not okay. It's not okay. Not even remotely near okay. Seriously? Look at that. Okay, look at this. We are in the dirt. strike number one is the AP drain. Strike number two for me is all the terrain changes in housing. And I tell you what I am going to do is I'm going to go back to the mod page and see if I did miss something where I'm supposed to run. Other than the MCM thing, maybe that, I will look to see if there was something else I was supposed to run. If so, then I will come back and tell everybody, hey, yeah, my bad. And then not only tell you, but show you what it looks like when properly done. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to. Where's the front gate? Okay. So yeah, I don't think anything would have. Oop, I can jump over it. Jump on it. This probably is the one that goes up on the house. Normally. Oh, let's walk through some ground. So again, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Oops. Oh, come on now. Can I get this one? Oh, no. Oops, sorry.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
I didn't want to talk to you yet. You still here, bud?
Codsworth? You're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
But of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the wife see you in that state. Where is the missus, by the way?
She's dead, buddy.
They came into the vault. Maybe you saw them, armed, wearing strange outfits.
Only Miss Rosa's boy running around in his Halloween costume. More than a week early. I swear, the nerve of that woman leaving her brat unsupervised. Ha ha, not like this family, sir. You and the missus have always been such a responsible couple. Where is she, by the by?
They killed her, bro.
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
All right, man. You gotta focus.
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you?
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
All right, look, pal. You're acting a little strange, bro.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve.
Sounds awesome.
I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing! And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
All right, man. Stay with me.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thanks, Cosworth.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Mrs. and young Sean may turn up yet.
It's all gone, but
There's nothing left here. It's all gone.
Then they're really gone, aren't they? No, sir.
all right, man. You gotta need your help, bro.
Come on, Codsworth. I need your help. Where can I go?
Well, you could head into the city. Concord is nearby. But the people there are as put together as I am.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, sir. You'll find young Sean. I know you will. I shall remain here and secure the home.
I didn't want to start the thing with Cosworth. I just love to get going. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna have to check that. See if the mod page says anything about. Awesome. Is this supposed to be my house?
Yes.
Ooh. What kind of stuff are we reading? Nothing leaves this as only activation for now. Upgrade cancels upgrade option. Not sure what that means. Man, I wish I could just I can take care of both. Not all. I have crazy earl backyard. Or go with it is a float. We want to look. Still can't get it. can't get rid of that. Something in general. Clean up. But something all off. Barrel. What is this one? Do anything. Oh, look. Oh, look at that. Let's take a look at this space. One of the things I don't like is that when it takes the whole thing and then armor over top of it. Really don't know that I would use that. We have a couple of rounds for it, so. And then there's the 9-iron. No upgrade. Yeah. We are starting. And rats. Rats. But we're still. We gotta do it, folks. Really? Holy cow, we're eating. I should have done it. Well, that's gonna happen. What in the world is that? You see that? Oh. There's a wall box. Alright, guys. So, that is Capital Commonwealth. Right now, if you ask me, I call it a mess. I will go back and I will look at the mod page and I will see if there's something I'm missing, something that needs to be run, that's going to fix all that behind us. Okay? Some things we know because of other mods are going to cause certain things, but when you start messing with my roads, start doing this to me, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. So we got to figure out, is it something I didn't do or something I need to do so we can get that fixed? Okay? So guys, again, I appreciate you jumping in here with me. We did make it about an hour and a half. I was thinking just about an hour. I got to go cook some dinner for my family. So remember, if you're liking the content, leave a like. Definitely comment. I love to hear from you. Definitely want to interact with you and let you know my thoughts and hear your thoughts. And hey, any tips or anything that you can give me as far as fixing this, please, I'm begging. And then subscribe. All right, that helps out the channel. That gets us out to more people. And again, we get more tips and we get better content. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Peace.